What's up guys, Headkid here coming with another NASCAR Heat 4 video guys, and today we'll be doing a video on what to expect to be in NASCAR Heat 4. But as usual, before we get into the video, shout out to my donators: Dark Helmet SK, Reverend Rashim Stewart, Jeff Green, Jimmy 48 Fan, Jimmy 04 Racing, and Hoodlum 2002. Links to their channels will be in the description below. So without further ado guys, let's get right into the video. But before we get into the video, I just want to let you guys know nothing in this video is confirmed. These are all expectations from me, what I believe will be in NASCAR Heat 4, and I'm going to be ranking all of these in certain sections. So if you see the text at the bottom left that is green, that means, in my opinion, I believe that this will be most likely to be in NASCAR Heat 4. If you see it in yellow, that means that there is a chance of it being in NASCAR Heat 4. But if you see a text that is red, that means there is a chance of it being in NASCAR Heat 4, but it is not a good chance. But also take into consideration, when I made this type of video for NASCAR Heat 3, the ones that I put with a text red, a good amount of them did end up being in NASCAR Heat 3, so take that into consideration. So without further ado guys, let's get started. So let's start off the first one, and this is a better career mode. Since NASCAR Heat Evolution, it seemed ever since that game we've been able to get a better career mode with every new installment of a NASCAR game from 704, and it seems like they are able to get a better career mode with every new game they pull out since NASCAR Heat Evolution. And that's why I believe that we're gonna get a better career mode in NASCAR Heat 4 due to the trends, and also with other points I'm going to point out in here might be another reason why I also believe we're going to get a better career mode in NASCAR Heat 4. They seem to really focus on career mode. 704, they seem to really focus on their career mode, so I seriously believe that when NASCAR Heat 4 comes out, we are going to get once again a better career mode. Even though I do like their career mode in NASCAR Heat 3, I still believe that they're going to be able to pull off an even better career mode for NASCAR Heat 4. For this next one, I believe we'll be able to get day into night transitions in NASCAR Heat 4, and the reason why I believe this is because NASCAR Heat 4 will be made with the 2018 Unity engine, and the 2018 Unity engine is able to have day into night transitions. So since the 2018 Unity engine is capable of having day into night transitions, I believe that the producers at 704 will use this and make day into night transitions be a thing in NASCAR Heat 4. So I already made a video on why this next one will be in NASCAR Heat 4, but just to include this in the video, I'm just going to say it anyways. A new series being in NASCAR Heat 4. So I'm just going to give you a quick gist about everything. I believe a new series will be in NASCAR Heat 4 due to everything that we've been able to find out from my good friend Sloppy_Joe and me doing a bunch of research. And once again, nothing's confirmed, but with all the evidence that we've been able to gather up, there is a very good chance we'll be getting a new series in NASCAR Heat 4. For this next one, I believe we'll be able to get better graphics and better physics due to the fact every single game we've gotten after NASCAR Heat Evolution, we've been able to get a game with better graphics and better physics, whether it's a little better graphics and a little bit of better physics or a lot since NASCAR Heat Evolution. And from what I've seen with this 2018 Unity engine, it looks like the graphics and definitely the physics have gone way better. So if they do use that 2018 engine, which they actually are using for NASCAR Heat 4, so when they use that 2018 engine, we will be able to most likely have better graphics and better physics for NASCAR Heat 4. So for this next one, I believe that most of the track glitches that are in NASCAR Heat 3 will be patched in NASCAR Heat 4, and one that really comes to my mind is the Roval glitch. As you guys know, at the Roval, you're able to cut the track and you're able to get a huge time advantage. So for when NASCAR Heat 4 does release, I believe that that glitch will be taken out of the way, and other glitches that are in NASCAR Heat 3. So for NASCAR Heat 4, I seriously believe we would have less track glitches. So for this next one, I believe we would have test sessions in NASCAR Heat 4 due to the fact that a lot of people are asking for them, and a lot of people would like to test their new car setup in a test session than rather in a practice session with other drivers around you when you're just trying to test your car out on your own. For this next one, I believe that we would have a better spectator camera. We do have a spectator camera in NASCAR Heat 3, but it's sometimes very hard to tell who's in what position and what lap it is on when you are spectating a race in multiplayer. So I believe that we would be able to get a better spectator camera. For this next one, I believe we will be able to get a better custom car customization, but I don't know exactly how much better. So I believe personally we would have the same type of custom car customization that we had in NASCAR Heat 2 and in NASCAR Heat 3, just with more template options and more sponsor options. The next time I can see us really getting a better custom car customization is if 704 decides to add a paint booth in a new installment of a NASCAR game. So for this next one, I believe we have a chance of getting caution replays in NASCAR Heat 4, but I don't think it is a great chance. I believe they did try to add caution replays in NASCAR Heat 3, but were not able to get it. But with the new Unity engine, you never know. I believe we do have some type of chance of getting caution replays in NASCAR Heat 4. So for this next one, I believe we might have a better replay camera. I don't know how much better, but I just have that feeling inside me. We might just get something new that isn't that big, but it is some type of thing that might be new into NASCAR E4 with the replay system. Maybe a new camera angle, maybe a new way to watch it or something. I just believe they might add something new like they did in NASCAR Heat 3 with the replay camera. So for this next one, I believe we might be able to get a better damage model for NASCAR Heat 4, even though in my opinion, I do like the damage model in NASCAR Heat 3, but with every single installment of a NASCAR Heat game since NASCAR Heat Evolution, they have given us a new damage model, so I believe they will improve on the damage model that they already have in NASCAR Heat 3 for NASCAR Heat 4. So for this next one, I don't know how they could add this in, but I believe that we do have a chance of having more fantasy tracks. They probably might add more fantasy tracks with the Extreme Dirt Series, but once again, nothing is confirmed. But I believe that there is a chance of getting more fantasy tracks in NASCAR Heat 4, but I don't know how high those chances are. And I believe if they do add more fantasy tracks, it might be with a new series, or B, adding more fantasy tracks in the Extreme Dirt Series. So I believe there is a chance of Starcom Racing coming into NASCAR Heat 4 if 704 gets the licensing to Starcom Racing, which I believe there is a chance of that happening. As you guys know, Starcom Racing wasn't added into NASCAR Heat 3 because 704 was not able to get the licensing to add them into NASCAR Heat 3, but I believe 704 will be able to get the licensing to add Starcom Racing into NASCAR Heat 4. For this next one, I believe that there is a pretty good chance of us being able to DNF in NASCAR Heat 4 because a lot of us have been requesting for 704 to add DNFs in NASCAR Heat games, and I believe 704 is listening to us, but the reason why I'm putting it under yellow is because they might be focused on other stuff, but I also believe that there is a pretty good chance of 704 adding DNFs in NASCAR Heat 4. So this one, I don't believe it has a very good chance, but I believe it has a higher chance than other ones that I'm about to mention, why I am putting it under yellow. And this is to be able to add your own playoff drivers for, let's say, playoff mode for season mode. So you could add your own drivers that you want to be in the playoffs. So for instance, if you want Matt DiBenedetto in the playoffs, you could be able to add it, and also be able to make your own schedule for season mode. So if you want to start off at, let's say, Auto Club and then end at Daytona for your season, you are able to do that. And the reason why I'm putting this under yellow is because this has once again been requested a lot, and I believe 704 has heard us. So there is a possibility of this being added into NASCAR Heat 4 or future NASCAR Heat games, but I believe that it's not as good as the other ones that I've said already. So there is probably a chance of it being in NASCAR Heat 4 for both of them, but not a great chance. Why I'm putting it at yellow, and I'm putting it towards the end of yellow. It's basically yellow, but almost leaning red at the same time. So for the first one for red, I believe that strict cautious for multiplayer has a chance, but at the same time doesn't have that great of a chance, because as you guys already know, if you add strict cautions for multiplayer, including if there are a lot of drivers racing, let's say 40, there'll be a caution sometimes even before you even get to the start finish line, and we already have that problem with the caution system that we have right now. So I believe we might get a better caution system for multiplayer for NASCAR Heat 4, but strict cautions, that is very debatable. So for this next one, if you guys do play Project Cars 2, you guys know that for both single player and multiplayer, you guys are able to have a warm-up lap and I believe a cool-down lap for multiplayer. So I believe that there might be a very slim chance of this being added into NASCAR Heat 4, because I believe that they're not really focused on this right now, even though in my opinion it would be very cool to go into a multiplayer session with your friends and do a formation lap before the race starts. This has a possibility once again of being added into NASCAR Heat 4, but the chances are very, very slim. So for this next one, I know that there is a way around this, but due to licensing issues, I believe that the chances are very slim, and that is adding more numbers for custom car customization. So once again, I just pretty much said it. Licensing issues is the reason why we are only able to have limited amount of numbers for custom car customizations. So we'll see if they do add more custom car customizations, but I believe that it will be very limited on if they do add more numbers for custom car customizations in NASCAR Heat 4 due to licensing. So for this next one, once again, I believe this is very slim due to the fact I believe that 704 might not be focusing on this right now because they have other things to focus on. But for more people to be in game chat for game chat lobbies, so as you guys know, the max amount of drivers you could race with in game chat lobbies are 8, but it'll be nice if they can pump it up to, let's say, 10 or 16 so we could race with more drivers. But I believe since they might not be focusing on this right now, since they have a lot of other things to focus on for NASCAR Heat 4, I believe that this will not be added into NASCAR Heat 4, but there still is a chance. But I believe that chance is once again not likely due to the fact that me believing that that might not be their main focus or one of their focuses right now for NASCAR Heat 4. So for this next one, I believe that there is a slim chance once again of this being added into NASCAR Heat 4, and that is a ticker for while you're racing in multiplayer and single player. Now, is it very possible? Yes, but I believe that they are also focused on other things as of right now. Even though I do believe that there is still a chance, I believe they're focused on other things, and including for a ticker, I believe we would get a better ticker for spectator camera to tell us what lap it is and who is in first, second, third, and fourth. But I believe we will not be able to get a ticker for racing in single player in multiplayer in NASCAR Heat 4. So originally I had this under red, but thinking about it and knowing how 704 knows most of us would like a track map in NASCAR Heat 4, I put this to yellow. And I put this to yellow because once again 704 does know most of us would like this in a NASCAR Heat 4 or in a future NASCAR Heat game, aka the track map. And I also believe it is very possible for them to add a track map into NASCAR Heat 4, but at the same time I believe that they might be focusing on other things besides the track map, even though I believe there is a very good chance of them adding a track map into NASCAR Heat 4. I believe at the same time there is some type of chance of it not being added into NASCAR Heat 4, so this is why it's under yellow. So for this last one, I have it under red, and this is for drivers retiring in career mode and being able to come through the ranks with the young drivers. So let's say the young drivers take over their rides, and the reason I have this under red is because yes, this is possible of being added into NASCAR Heat 4, but due to licensing, they cannot add this. But I did find other information on how they can add this type of system into NASCAR Heat 4 to avoid licensing issues, but that is for another video for another day. So I'll probably upload that video like next week or within 2 weeks, sometime within the next week area. I might upload a video about that, because I do know how they could get away with licensing issues of having drivers come through the ranks and have them come up to the cup level and have other drivers retire in future NASCAR games. So there is a way out there to have drivers retire in career mode and have younger drivers come up and take their rides, but it's like the way that it used to be like in NASCAR Thunder 2004, but there is a catch and there are some differences, and I will explain that in another video for another day. So thank you guys all for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to smack that like button, comment down below your opinions about this video, and subscribe for more NASCAR Heat 3 videos, Project Cars 2 live streams, NASCAR Heat 3 live streams, NASCAR Heat 4 videos, and NASCAR Heat 4 news info videos. So thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video or the next live stream. IDK out.
I gave you everything, held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for